Welcome back to the Devil May Cry playthrough. Let's get into the end game. Now essentially these next few missions, mind you, are just going to be collecting objects we need so that way we can get into the underworld and face Mundus in our epic final clash of good versus evil. But for now we need to get a few things, you know, mystical MacGuffins and whatnot. And here in the mirror world you probably noticed that a few areas, mind you, are essentially no different. The game pretty much just tells you where you need to go. Like right now it tells you we need to go here. And here we have to take on 3 blitzes. Like I already mentioned in the previous part, blitzes, they'll just shoot lightning, well, laser beams if you will, to try and fight you. They're not that hard to take on. I think about 3 grenades to the face probably do enough damage to take them out. And if you let them live long enough, then they'll turn into their doppelganger form, and they'll actually be somewhat threatening, I guess. Can't really say for sure. Oh well, but with them out of the way, you just move on. We have to face more marionettes. These marionettes, really, I'm starting to question why we still have these enemies when we've killed hundreds of marionettes. They just put marionettes in hallways for no reason. It's just to distract you. You can just run past these guys. They're not threatening anymore. I mean, we've seen, in terms of enemies, we've seen lizardmen. We've seen Grim Reaper knockoffs. We've seen giant electric bats. And these are just basic enemies. Marionettes are no longer interesting. Why they're still in the game, I don't know. But anyways, enough about ranting about puppet zombie monsters. We have to take on a pretty difficult section. Now, for some odd reason, as you would expect, you have to destroy this dragon thing that's shooting fireballs. Grenades don't do anything. What you have to do is you have to take a note out of the Legend of Zelda book, and use your sword to deflect the attack right back at it. The thing is that it's really, really awkward, except for that, 4th time I did it? Oh well, after trial and error, you will eventually be able to deflect the fireball back. And for some odd reason, this whole puzzle situation isn't over. We have to turn this spotlight the other way, so that way you can reveal the mystical MacGuffin we need to open the door to the next area. The Quicksilver, I think it's called. Oh, but we're not done yet. No, we still have to get the damn thing. And the way we get that is, we have to leap up into the air, and platform our way there, jumping on invisible platforms that are only revealed when lightning strikes. I mean, why? I can transform into a demon and fly around shooting electricity. Why can't I use that to get that? Well, I probably can, but that's just how you do it by jumping on platforms, if you don't have enough double trigger, I guess. I don't know, get off my back. Anyways, like I said, with the Quicksilver, oh yeah, air height can also help. It costs 4,000 orbs. It's an Alistair upgrade. Although for some odd reason, no other weapon gives you that upgrade. I don't understand why Ifrit doesn't let you get a double jump. Or why you can't use the double jump with any other weapon. Although I think you can use the air height with other weapons once you purchase it in other Devil May Cry games. Oh, well, with that out of the way, we use our Quicksilver on this door. The one that was revealed at the beginning of the mission. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just slowing down all the dialogue in this game so that way you can read along, but if you're playing the game and you want to just skip dialogue, just hit the triangle button. And of course, we have to take on one final boss. Dracula! No, I'm just kidding. It's Nello, Mello, Babello, Banana, Fan, Fofello, Me, My, Manello, and Gello.
And honor. I like that. But it's a shame you serve Mundus.
And it looks like Nello here wants to show us something. I think he's transforming into his final form. Now that I think about it, this guy is starting to sound more and more like Frieza. It's a person! Does Dante know this person? Only one way to find out. And that way is to kick some demon ass. Now, for some odd reason, recording this fight, he did not use the new attacks that he has for this fight. He just did the same stuff he's done for the previous fights. But I will tell you what he does. Okay, essentially, his new attacks are that he'll summon blades to fly around and attack you. Like, he'll levitate over the window that he was standing at. He'll summon blades to basically swarm around you and stab at you. It's actually pretty impressive. And I think he can also summon blades to attack when he's fighting normally. So essentially, you gotta dodge the blades and dodge his attacks. It's really impressive, but the fight I got here just wasn't. It was the same shit that I've seen 2 times already. We'll just do the same stuff we've been doing over and over again. Enter Devil Trigger mode, use Vortex, and then use Lightning Ray until he's dead. Although Lightning Ray doesn't do as much damage. Oh, but the grenade launcher also helps. It's kind of funny how this guy is way taller than Dante. And if you've probably noticed, he tends to use a lot of the same moves that Dante uses. I wonder why. And just one more reason. Okay, there we go. I'm sure you're probably thinking, well, this is probably the last Nello Angelo fight. Since I bet 3 fights, I win. Well, just because it's not in the story doesn't mean the fight doesn't count. Just think about that. Oh, sweet, I got a rare loot. An amulet, I already have that. It's not that hard to figure out exactly who Nello Angelo was. See what I mean? It's not that hard to figure out that Nello Angelo was Virgil. Yeah, we already figured it out, Gabe. Nello Angelo was Virgil. Oh, and Trish is evil. Oh, whoa. You mean the crazy bitch who crashed into our shop, threw a motorcycle at us, and shocked us multiple times is evil? Oh well. I'm sure you're probably wondering, well, isn't Virgil and Dante brothers? Well, in Devil May Cry 3, that kinda gets a little complicated.